What is going on, guys? It is Crimson Cannabis here, and today I'm telling you guys how to hide your weed. Now, some of you may be living with your parents, a roommate, or a significant other who absolutely does not like you smoking bud at all. But it's actually very easy to hide your stash, and they will absolutely not smell it at all. So first of all, you have to see what you're working with. Is it a gram? Is it an eighth? Is it a quarter? Well, it really doesn't fucking matter, because with these tricks, you could easily hide a pound or two in your room and absolutely nobody will ever find out. First of all, I'm going to list off the things that will hide the smell of the loud first, and then give you some hiding spots after that. So the best thing to use to hide the smell is a mason jar, most definitely. Or any airtight container will work, even a pill bottle for smaller amounts or an empty soda bottle. But a mason jar is typically used. You can find these super cheap at any store and can spend up to $10 for a 12 pack of them if you have a giant stash. Obviously, you could buy one of those Snowproof bags and backpacks that look like normal bags, but those can be pretty expensive. Using a mason jar or any airtight container that does the same exact job for a fraction of the price is a win for me. Another less common way to hide the smell is to put it in a box and fill it with dryer sheets. I mean, it's going to mask the smell, but as long as nobody goes through the boxes, you should be fine. So now, where are you going to hide it in your room where absolutely nobody's going to find it? The first big mistake people do is by putting it in their drawers. For the love of fucking God, guys, do not put it in your drawers. I know it's worked out for some people when their parents are cool or their parents aren't going through their stuff, but for the people whose parents and like roommates and other people are going to go through your drawers, don't put it in your freaking drawer. That is the most obvious place to put it. So what you want to do is, if you have a smaller amount and you have it like in a pill bottle or any other small airtight container, stuff it down into a shoe. Put that shit into the shoe's toe and just put it down as far as you can. Absolutely nobody's going to find it. Like, who's going around like shaking down people's shoes looking for stuff? Now, if your parents are that crazy, then I mean, I have stuff later on, but I mean, come on, like, shit, like, you probably shouldn't have weed in the house at that point. But if you have like an old basketball shoe, tennis shoe that you never wear, like even an old boot, that is the best place to hide it, because you can hide like triple the amount, because it's got the long top and then it's got usually like the longer toe. So just shove that shit down in the toe and you should just be perfect. Now, if you have a drop ceiling, you are golden. I'm talking about the ones where you can like take the ceiling tiles out. That's a perfect place where absolutely nobody's going to look for. Just make sure that you use a mason jar or any other smell-proof container, because if you just throw a water bag of loud in the ceiling, your entire house or apartment is going to be smelling like it. Another cool method is, if you have a cooler in your room or closet, put your weed in there. This is a method that I have personally used for 2 years in a row. I put my bud in a mason jar, then put it in a cooler that is in my closet. It never even smells the slightest and will never be looked in. Now, this next hiding spot is for someone who has super strict parents or a shitty roommate and they don't want a chance of their stash being found. I have a friend who hauled out a book and put their stash in there. They did it for 4 years while living with their parents and 3 years with roommates, and they never got caught. Also, if you want to spend money on products that aren't like the baggies, but you want to hide it in plain sight, there's like thousands of products online that you can find. They look like a regular computer, but when you open it, boom, a whole pound of grass. And also, my personal favorite, a dummy can. It looks like a regular soda can, but if you take it apart, you can stash like a 1/4 ounce of loud in it. So that'll wrap it up for this video. Let me know down in the comments where you hide your stash, and stories if you ever got caught. Make sure to check out my other videos for cannabis related content. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.